So I think it's pretty safe to say that around here we really like We Who Are About to Die. The gameplay is just so good, everything's tight, everything works really nicely, and there isn't much to it other than the gameplay, which of course is typical of a roguelite type game since that's the whole point. You just play the game over and over and it never stops being fun. Now I don't actually play that many rogue games myself, so I went on Steam to see what I could find, and I found 4 really cool games that are all pretty new, very affordable, and a ton of fun, and I think you guys will really like them. So the first game is called Lawbringer, and this game is hard, like really, really hard. It pretty much forces you to chase perfection as you get a little bit better with each run. The premise is simple. You're this samurai gunslinger guy and you fight waves of enemies. The thing is, you're constantly racing against the clock and the only way to get more time is to kill. Before I knew it, I already played this game for like an hour and I could feel myself getting faster and faster, figuring out the best ways to speed through each round. And trust me, it feels so good every time you set a new best. Oh, and by the way, the game only costs $4.99, so pick it up if you want some intense, fast-paced killing. Alright, the next game, how do I describe this one? Well, just have a look for yourself. This game looks so cool. I really don't know anything else that looks like this. And while the game's looks are what drew me in, I was glad to find that it's actually a lot of fun too. So the game's called Aliens After Ava. You're Ava and these aliens want to kill you. I don't know why, that's just the way it is. Luckily, you've got a few tricks up your sleeve too. Now this game's really one for the wish list because there's not much to it right now. There are 3 levels and 3 bosses and it's really more of a demo, but there is more content planned, including an endless mode, which I could definitely see myself chilling on while I listen to music or something. Oh, and the game's also free, so there's literally no reason not to try it out. Next up is a game called Falsepine, and this is another challenging one. To me, this game seems like what you'd get if Remnant and Hunt had a little top-down baby, but if you don't know either of those games, basically you're a monster hunter employing an Old West arsenal to kill some monsters and make some coin. But of course we're talking roguelite, so if you die, you're gonna have to start over. And not just the current hunt, you're gonna start back from the very first hunt, so make sure you plan carefully and use the handy little totems to teleport back to town if you don't like your chances. If you do die, no worries. Every run you'll learn a little bit more about how to fight each monster, what works and what doesn't, both in-game with your journal and actually you, the player. It doesn't have the prettiest UI and there's some spelling mistakes here and there, but the gameplay is tight, and for $11.99 this is a nice choice if you want a challenge. Last but not least, here's a roguelite with a little bit of RTS and base building mixed in. This one's called Warlords Under Siege, and it's a ton of fun. As the name suggests, you'll come under siege from various armies full of undesirables, and you'll have to do your best to survive for as long as possible. Gather resources, build defenses, train units, and scratch and claw for every second, because the longer you survive, the more gold you'll get to buy upgrades that'll help you in every future run. You can buy new cards that'll help you get more resources and stronger units, stronger towers and walls to keep the bad guys out. Every unit and building that you see here has multiple levels of upgrades, and I really love how you can feel your town get stronger and stronger with every run. What's even more exciting about this one is some of the planned features like a map and hero editor, more cards, levels, units. Honestly, this game's an absolute bargain at $6.49, so check it out. And that's that. So I hope you guys are able to enjoy these games the way I am. Let me know in the comments if you do check them out or if you have your own recommendations. And as always, thanks for watching and I hope you have a good one.